Hey guys, I'm on my way out the door. But right before I leave, I had to bring this to you because I just saw it on my feed. And I wanted to ask you guys if you have seen this. Abigail. Hey, Abigail. Good evening to you. I usually don't come to you this late. I mean, usually I'm on the road by now. But sometimes I allow for the traffic to subside because, traffic in the CBD is horrendous. So sometimes I avoid leaving the office at exactly 17 hours because I'll sit in traffic for 2 hours before I get home. And there's nothing worse than sitting in traffic for 2 hours before you get home. What I usually like to do is I like going straight home in free open traffic. And so sometimes you have to sacrifice by staying back for about an hour and a half. But hey, before I leave the office, hey Ethel, how are you? Listen, guys, look at this. Look at this comment. This is a comment from who is this? She says, Mwakota. Nomba, where is the infwi? I've got infwi, I've got gray hair, but what's getting to me is that she is calling me old. There's nothing in Zambia. People don't have qualms. They have no problem with telling you, you're kwena mwakota. Or they walk up to you and say, but you've gained. Quite any compliment. Hey, woo, you've gained. Guys, it is not a compliment when you say to someone, you've gained. That's not a compliment, okay? Equally, it's not a compliment when you say, Look at this lady right here telling me, girl, I'm not old. I'm just advanced. Sort of. Okay, anyway. Oh, here we go. This is a compliment. Shanique, gray hair is a sign of wisdom. Well, thank you, Shanique. Bless you. Bless your heart for that. Bless you. Okay. All right. Here it is. Let me read this one. He says, hello, Moira. I'm by City Market. I want to see you. No, you can't come see me. It's too late now. I'm leaving in 2 minutes. But listen, before I go, and thank you for hopping on here, but real quick, before I go, did you see the press conference that Kennedy Kamba, the youth provincial chairman, the Patriotic Front youth provincial chairman, I think that's his title, Kennedy Kamba, who happens to be a friend of mine, he just issued a statement completely denouncing this group of jamokes. You know, Charles Kakula, the young jamoke that stormed a government complex, attempted to break a government seal and threaten a government employee, all under the guise, you know that word guise? Not guys as in G-U-Y-S, guise as in G-U-I-S-E, under the guise, under the pavilion of belonging to the Patriotic Front. He went into a government building. He fished out Miss Cherie, took her down to the permanent secretary's office, sat her down and told her in no uncertain terms that he was absolutely 100% sure that she belonged to the opposition. And because she had committed the unpardonable sin of, according to him, of belonging to an opposition party, he deemed it fit and necessary and justifiable to burn her at the stake. Charles Kakoma threatened Madame Cherie and said, if we see you coming back to work, we will burn you at the stake. wabuka ati nga wayakwi yo twaya mukuchita fish out civil servant nga chinsha chitire kaya mayo ifa tumfira ati ba opposition nombanga mwasanga ati bali ku office mwala chita shani yo twala muchita fish out ero chibe shani yo twala mwebate bwekera kunchito eryo ngabwekeramo yo ngabwekeramo twala mocha mashiru mwe as my mother would say, mwe mashiru mwe. Teapa no mamwamona. Vami chenjesha. Not only have they chenjesha you, vami kana. Vami chita reject. Vami chita deny. Vami chita refuse to acknowledge that you are part and parcel of the patriotic front. It's come out that you guys are a bunch of jokers. That's what you are. You're a bunch of jokers. You're a bunch of jamokes. This should serve as a very strong lesson. I know there's a member phrase for this. But I know there is. Help me in the comments below. This serves as a lesson to many of you. When a friend of yours walks up to you and says, "Woi, tulea. Ede wa muimpusha tinga twalaya kui. Yo tulea twalaya nalaya kulondolera nga twafika ko tulea." Always say no. When someone says to you, "Let's go. Come with me. We're going to cause some trouble. We're going to ruffle some feathers. We're going to yank some chains. We're going to mess things up." Whenever you hear a friend of yours talk like that, just say, "I'm quite kabiye nyuko kwine mwebene inena yakunganda nomba apano mamwa isanga muni mwamoneni." This is the perfect example of finding yourself muni mwamoneni. That's my mother calling me. This is my mother. She always calls me. I'm going to put her on speaker. Hello, Mayo. Don't worry. Yeah, no, don't worry about it, Mayo. It's going to be fine. It's going to work. Yeah. Okay, no problem. I'm quiet. All right. Thank you. That's my mother. She's worried about her lunch. She's saying to me, she says, "Is this lunch going to work?" I said, "Yeah, it's going to work." For those of you that survived COVID, and if you want to be part of this Thanksgiving lunch, my mother is holding and hosting a Thanksgiving lunch. It's only 300 kwacha per person. You get lunch, you get drinks, food, everything. It's in there. And you get to hang out with people that survived COVID. So if you're interested, go back a few posts back, scroll back. The information is right there. So that's my mother calling me. She's worried that the event might not work. And I'm trying to assure her, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. Goodness. All right, guys. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh, yes. So, panomba Charles Kakula. Nina Nishna. Charles Nani. Tell me in the comments below. Charles Nani. Kakula. Yes. Charles Kakula. And incidentally, how ironic that his last name, Kakula, means to unloose, to release, to unleash. Now he's experiencing the opposite of his name. instead of being released and unleashed and turned loose, Kakula has now become Kakwa. Kakwa. Kakwa means tied up. Akakwa nomba. Achta kakwix. Akakwa. Yeah. All righty. I gotta go. Listen, I can't be here all night. I've got to go. I've got to leave. The traffic has subsided. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. And this should serve as a lesson to all of you. When you're in a gang of young indigents, of young despots, don't tag along. Kakula naba nankwe nomba naba bakaka. Mula umfwa. Mwai kateyo. Charles Kakula naba nankwe. Not only has he been denied, I tell you, in politics, makamaka, especially Zambian politics, there's nothing worse than being denied or disowned. Ngabakuchita disown. Muchisungu balanda ti bakuchita distance. Bakweba ti yo iwe ulebe pobufi. You are not part and parcel of our group. There's nothing more painful than that. That is the ultimate form of rejection. Ngabakukana. Bakufuita. Walisho kufuita? Baksta fuitix. Bachitefi. Dauri muntu wesu. Ubepedefi. Don't mess around. Listen, when it comes to politics, you got to know what you're doing. Don't go there and act a fool. Don't go out there and act crazy like you done lost your mind. When the nation rises up against you and says, hey, you've done the wrong thing, guess what? The same people you claim to know are the same people that will disown you unceremoniously, and they will leave you out in the cold, and your name will be nothing but a rumor. 6 months from now, nobody's going to know who Charles Kakula is. We're going to forget who you are, son. I'm serious. You should say something. It's real. It's real. And guess what? Charles Kakula ngabaya ku court. He's going to have to mobilize his own money. You're going to have to work out your own salvation, son. You better pinch yourself. You're not in Kansas no more. You're in LSK. And the gauntlet is about to come down. Guys, I got to go. I got to go. I can't be here. I can't listen. I've got places to go. I need to knock off because in about 15, 12 hours, I need to be back here. Goodness, I got to go. Okay, but before I go, though, I got to read one of these. Can I read one of these? Okay, here we go. Cage the thugs. Yes, I agree. Here, here. Let's drink to that. Is there a drink in here somewhere? There is no Vatra in here. If there was Vatra, I was going to hold it up and say, here, here. I'll drink to that. All right. All right, one more. Ooh, I love this. This is a good comment. I didn't know this. Is this law? Is this what the law says? Threatening violence, you got 2 years sentence. Ooh, that sounds pretty to me, boy. Nothing would give me more joy than to see that boy taken down to the cells for 2 years. Nothing would give me more joy than to see that boy walk down the plank. Because that's what you get for acting like a fool. Did you ever stop to think, and this is the reason I say this, and some of you may disagree with this, because I know many of you, you've got this Judeo-Christian concept thing happening in your spirit. You know, you think you're more Christian than I am. You say, nonsense. My question is this. Have you ever stopped to think about that lady, Madame Cherie? What if she has children? Or a husband? And you're hearing someone talking about your mother being burnt. I mean, my mother has just been phoning me on the phone. And I love my mother. Now, can you imagine for a moment if I heard someone talking about burning my mother, and then they arrest that person? How do you think I'm going to feel? I'm going to be dancing. I'm going to say, yeah, you got it. You got it. Take him to jail. Take him to prison. Throw him under the bus. Throw him under the bus. That's what you have to think about. Okay? What if Madame Cherie had a husband? How do you think her husband felt when he watched some jamoke on television talking about burning his wife? Those are the things you need to think about. Oh, really? Walk down that road first. I'd like to see how you would act when your mother's being threatened when your mother's being threatened. I'd like to see how you'll act before you come up to me with your self-righteous attitude. No, that's why. That's why we did Teba kashibobe. Yeah? Then I'd love to see how you react. Okay, guys, I gotta go. It's late. Yeah. Good comment. Okay, guys, gotta go. Bye.